Tap on my window, knock on my door. I want to make you feel beautiful. I know I tend to get so insecure. Doesn't matter anymore. It's not always rainbows and butterflies. It's compromise, it moves us along. Yeah, my heart is full and my door's always open. You come anytime you want. Yeah, I don't mind spending every day out on your corner in the pouring rain. Look for the girl with the broken smile. Ask her if she wants to stay a while, and she will be loved, and she will be loved, and she will be loved, and she will be loved. I know where you hide, alone in your car. Know all of the things that make you who you are. I know that goodbye means nothing at all. Comes back and begs me, catch her every time she falls. Yeah, tap on my window, knock on my door. I want to make you feel beautiful. I don't mind spending every day out on your corner in the pouring rain. Look for the girl with the broken smile. Ask her if she wants to stay a while, and she will be loved, and she will be loved, and she will be loved, and she will be You left me hanging from a thread we once swung from together. I lick my wounds, but I can never see them getting better. Something's gotta change. Things cannot stay the same. Her hair was pressed against her face. Her eyes were red with anger, enraged by things unsaid and empty beds and bad behavior. Something's gotta change. It must be rearranged. Oh, I'm sorry. the way it feels to be alive. The day that he first met her, something's gotta change. Things cannot stay the same. You make me think of someone wonderful, but I can't place her. I wake up every morning wishing one more time to face her. Something's gotta change, it must be rearranged. Oh, I'm sorry, I did not mean to hurt my little girl. It's beyond me, I cannot carry the weight of a heavy world. So good night, 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 good night. Hope that things work out alright. So much to learn, so much to learn, but I won't be there to teach you. Oh, I know I can be close, but I'll try my best to reach you. I'm so sorry, I did not mean to hurt my little girl. It's beyond me, I cannot carry the weight of a heavy world. So good night, 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 good night. Hope that things work out alright, yeah. From the moment the lights went off, everything had changed. Lie awake in an empty room, in my head it all feels the same. Like the taste of the day you left, it still lingers on my breath. And the dampness of tears that left a stain where you had wept. All alone with the negligee that still hangs off of my bed. I keep